and that's Rowan Gwynn from Pennsylvania. This is our championship mile, and boy, oh boy, is it gonna be something special. This is Peyton Shute from New Jersey, senior. Noah Stroman coming out now from Texas, the great state of Texas, a sophomore. And anytime you're a 10th grader and you can make a field as good as this one, you know you're good. Zachary Hillhouse from Utah, the senior. Benjamin Gableman from the Wisconsin Track Club. Another good cross-country runner last fall. Jasper Kane from K-Zoom Track Club, and now the big boys are going to be coming out. Coming out next, Ryan Pajak, the senior from Monongahela, Pennsylvania, the hometown of Joe Montana, and also the home area for George Blanda, Johnny Unitas, Joe Namath, Dan Marino, and Jim Kelly. And Ryan Pajak's going to make all of them forget those great quarterbacks with his run, I bet, today. This is Marcus Riley from Massachusetts, another miler with an excellent pedigree. Josiah Tostenson, all the way from Oregon in the small enclave of Crater, Oregon, comes out. Now, Clay Shively, the 4:00:02 miler, the 1:50:06 800 man. You know he wants to get under 4 minutes today. Second in the Trials of Miles at Icon Stadium. Second in the Festival of Miles in St. Louis. This young man helped Harriman win the National Cross Country Team Championship. William Stedman, and this is the guy, the man, Daniel Simmons, the 5,000 meter national record holder. He ran 13:25:86, breaking Lex Young's high school record by over 9 seconds. The young man's a 4:01:27 metric miler. And then this is Drew Griffith, headed to Notre Dame University this fall. And Drew has been absolutely unstoppable this year. 6th on the all-time high school list was his 3:57:72. Earlier this week ran 8:31:46 for second on the all-time list in the 2 mile. Simmons versus Griffith. Let's get it on, boys. It's showtime. And we have a bunch of other great milers here that will spice it up as well. And you know that Danny Simmons on a mission.
Yeah, last year in this heat, we saw one of the athletes pace their friends. These boys spend a lot of time together racing across the country. So if they're going to want to break 4 minutes, we don't know if there is a secret pacer in the field today, but more likely someone's going to say, hey, I want to get out there. It's my turn to break 4 minutes, and I'm going for it.
But this is a national championship. This is not about time. These guys all have good times. This is about winning a national championship. And I'm curious to see what kind of pace will be engendered knowing that. And I'll tell you what, those 4 right there, those are 4 absolutely studly milers, to be sure. And I'm not surprised we had a little break there, because this is one of the 2 most highly anticipated matchups we've got. Green card, thank you very much. We have Allie Zealand and Sadie Engelhart. But Danny Simmons has had a sterling prep career. He's headed to BYU. The young man won the Utah State 1,600 and 3,200 this year and last year. He was in Idaho before that, was second in the Idaho State cross-country championships in 20 and 21. Every race that he touches, he is a gamer. The only trip up he had was in the cross-country nationals when it was so muddy last fall in Oregon. And I can tell right away, Dana, that we've got an honest pace going here. So we're going to have a fast race, and a fast race can also be a tactical race.
They need to go fast, because all of these guys have proven themselves that they can play with the big guys. We don't want it to bunch up. It can get messy and complicated out here today. It is better if it's strung out and the athletes can run free.
So Ryan Pajak is your early leader. He's a 4:03:58 metric miler, 4:05:02 yards. He was second in the Pennsylvania State 3,200 this year, 4th at Arcadia in the 3,200, and second in the Penn Relays. Now, Drew Griffith to his right shoulder, right there, well placed, and through 409 yards, 400 meters, it's 440 yards, very slow, 102.13. That's what I mean. They are running championship race type of pace here. And
You're
it's
definitely
now
right,
starting
Tom,
to
but
string out.
exactly,
And
they're
Drew
pulling it
Griffith
out. They
taking
don't want to
over.
see a slow pace.
Drew Griffith and Pajak. Clay Shively in the white there. Danny Simmons buried in the middle of the pack in the green. Remember, Danny Simmons ran that 5,000 just last week in Portland. He may have some dead legs here, but we shall see. And now Drew Griffith really pushing the pace. And they go single file. Stedman Harriman in there as well. Marcus Riley in there. So coming up to 880 yards, and you can see the fans just enveloping the track. 2:01:45, 59:32. Riley in second, Shively in third. And Danny Simmons falling back. This is a stunner. Josiah Tostenson of Oregon in fourth. Look at Simmons there. He's really struggling to keep up with the crew, third from last. And he's falling backwards. Stunning development. Griffith, Riley, Shively, 1, 2, 3.
Griffith taking us a look up at the clock. He has been doing all of the work here tonight. He is U.S. #1 right now and wants to hold on to that national title here at New Balance Nationals.
So we should see a negative split race here. Those three look very, very good. There's a little bit of separation between Shively and Tostenson. And now Shively coming up. And he looked all business at the starting line. I want to tell you, 1 lap to go, and it's Griffith and Shively. And Shively looks very, very good. Riley also very good in third. Riley with the headband. 3:01:24 at 1,320 yards. Griffith, Shively, Riley, Zachary Hillhouse, a bit of a surprise here from Utah. Making a move on the outside is Hillhouse. Griffith gritting his teeth. Griffith, Hillhouse. Shively boxed in now and falling back. This could be a stunning upset if Hillhouse can get it going. Griffith, Hillhouse going wide. Who would have thought this? Zachary Hillhouse and Griffith neck to neck. Mano a mano. Down the stretch they come. Griffith driving with those arms. And this young man shows competitive timber. Drew Griffith, and he breaks 4. 3:59 flat, 57:76 for the last 440 yards. Zachary Hillhouse under 4 minutes himself. What a run by him. Marcus Riley in third, 4:01:16. Dana, what a race.
What a race. 2 athletes sub-4. Zachary Hillhouse made it interesting there at the end. Drew Griffith proving why he's U.S. #1. But I don't know if #2 may be the happier athlete with the meet. That smile says, I've broken 4 minutes here. But Drew Griffith, ready for the NCAA level. Nothing left to prove in his high school career. He led from the gun. He made it interesting at the end. Records are meant to be broken. That is a new meet record here at the New Balance Nationals, taking over from Gary Martin's 4:03:57 set in 2022. As we take a look back at Drew Griffith.
What a finish to this race. So Clay Shively there at the bell just went backwards. And you can see Hillhouse way back and forth. But he's a tall athlete with long strides. He gets up on Griffith's shoulder, but I want to tell you something. Drew Griffith showed me a tremendous competitive medal. Hillhouse had a slight lead here. Griffith going to the arms, giving it everything he had, and pulls away. This young man is going to make a major mark at the competitive level at Notre Dame. Boy, the Fighting Irish have got to be thrilled to be having this young athlete on their team.
And the shock of Zachary Hillhouse breaking 4 minutes, that I need to see that photo. That may be the photo of the evening.